Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another episode of the Rebuild series. It's Monday morning. We are getting ready to go train. We've got some deadlifting back on the agenda today. I'm feeling pretty good. We've come off a strong weekend. We had a really good week last week. So 195.4 this morning, I believe. Last week we were like 198.6, so we did better on the diet over the weekend. For sure, starting off at a better place. Overall feeling good. The momentum feels good. We've got 77 days left in the year, so I'm gonna try and get as much out of them as I can. So anything else? No, I'm just ready to keep going. So that being said, we're gonna drink the pre-workout, get warmed up, get this day rolling, see what we got. Let's go. All right, YouTube, let's get this training footage review underway from this Monday session. So quick note for today's video, we are missing some clips from the workout. Had a member bring their kids to the gym this morning, and they were kind of just doing normal little kids thing, kind of wandering around, piddling with different machines, hopping around on the cable stuff. So I didn't feel right, didn't want anybody's kids to be on clips or anything like that, so I just didn't film those movements. But we got the main stuff in today, so all in all, pretty good session, pretty good back day. Coming off a really strong week last week, so we are now starting week 2 of the 4-week wave, following the 5-3-1 program. We've got deadlift for the main movement today. First things first, going to warm up and take our 3-count pause squat though. Didn't really do something different today, but I used the, a hip attachment for the sled. Something I was kind of messing with was walking with just pulling the sled with my body instead of my arms, and I think it actually helped a little bit. Took a little bit, of course, took the upper body out of the movement, so I could really focus on just pushing with my legs. So I'm going to keep doing that for a little bit for a slightly different kind of warm up with the sled and to target the knees a little bit more. It did feel pretty good, so hopefully no one loses that belt. So on to the actual squat warm-up itself. Pretty standard warm-up, back hyperextension, hip adduction, abduction machine. So we did 2 rounds worth of warm-up today. Actually felt pretty good. We did a 5-minute leg drag total, so I was pretty much fired up and just kind of wanted to get the legs and hips moving with these machines, and then it was on to squat. So Monday staple, we went 3-count pause front squat today. Kind of the no real difference today in how I normally do these. What I wanted to do was just kind of do some more doubles on the warm-ups. No real reason other than, hey, I should probably add a few more reps to my squats. I've been doing a lot of singles, so gonna work up to doing a standard like 3-3-3-1-1-1 rep range. So we just went with doubles today. 45 for 2, 95 for 2 for the 2 warm-up sets, and then it was on to our working sets. So last week we hit a top set, I believe, of 185. The most I've hit on this so far for the training cycle was 195, which was last wave. So the plan was, let's hit 195 today, and then next week we'll try and set a new training cycle PR is what I was going for. I will say I didn't feel as strong today as I would have liked. Not sure what that was about. Felt like sleep was okay. Felt like calories yesterday were good. But I could definitely feel it on the squats today. Didn't have a lot of explosiveness out of the hole. And in the deadlift, when we get to those clips, could definitely feel it too. But we still cranked out 195. It moved fine. It just didn't feel like it moved fine, but all in all, it moved fine. So next week we're going to try and set a training cycle PR. Fun times today when we got ready to deadlift. Don't be this person that leaves the bar fully racked. If you can deadlift, what they have on there, 410, you can unrack your weights. So I was only irritated today because this is the second week that this has happened. I had to unload this same bar last Monday, so I guess they're either deadlifting Sunday afternoons or Sunday night. But going with conventional deadlift today, we are pulling off of that 1/2-inch sheet of plywood, just like we did last week. Kind of the plan is go with the plywood every pull session this wave, and just pull from the deficit, and then when we get back to the floor, should be a little bit stronger. So we had sets of 3 today. We went 135 for 3, 185 for 2 for the warm-ups, and then it was on to our working sets. I have not done sets of 3 with deadlift in a while. I was actually kind of looking forward to today. Sets of 5 are pretty taxing for me, but I really enjoy sets of 3, so kind of wanted to see how everything felt. So we went 230 for 3, 265 for 3, and then the top set was supposed to be 290 for 3 or more. We wound up getting it for a solid 4 reps today, and this is where I knew that this strength just wasn't there today for some reason. Actually, 265, that set of 3 felt super heavy, so we kind of just capped it at 4. I really kind of think on a fresh day I could have got this for like 5 or 6 when we were feeling good, but such is life. So on to the accessories. We did wide grip lat pull downs, supersetted with V-bar low cable rows. So we went up in weight and reps today. So on my accessories, I kind of follow more of a linear progression. So last week, the best we did was 127, I think, for 15. So this week we did 127 for 18, and then it was time to move up in weight. So we went 127 for 18, 135 for 15, 135 for 15 on the lat pull downs. With the V-bar supersets, it was 100 for 20, 110 for 25, and 25 reps. So the 110 for 25 was a training cycle PR, but it's not kind of just an accessory movement. We're going to count it, but we're not going to count it, if that makes sense. So all in all, this was a pretty strong day. The second superset that wasn't filmed, single arm lat pull downs and V-bar lat pullovers. So we did 70 for 20 on the V-bar lat pullovers, single arm lat pull downs, 45 for 15 and 13. Just 2 rounds on that. Honestly, my lats feel pretty good. The mind-muscle connection was good on the accessories today, so I was pretty pleased with that. And we got some improvement over last week, which is all we can ask for. From there, off to the garage, doing our GPP and our lunge work. So we did some elevated seated dumbbell good mornings, 40 for 16 reps, 40 for 15 reps, 2 sets of hanging knee raises, and then we did our walking lunges. Did 130 meters in 5 minutes and 48 seconds today. So all in all, super solid Monday, solid training cycle, or solid training day, I should say. We did do some shoulder work after, still dealing with whatever's going on in the right shoulder. I'm just trying different movements to see what feels good. We did whatever these things are called, some exaggerated bent over rear delts. We did the single arm rotator cuffs. These actually feel pretty good. They feel like they help whatever's going on with my shoulder. And then we went up in our dumbbell shrugs today. Had been using the 45s, but I jumped up to the 60s today. I think these are just a little bit too heavy, so we're going to back those down to the 60s. But I will say I think the shoulder is feeling better, so we're going to stick with this kind of rehab routine for now. From there, on to the office to get ready for the day. Did our personal development, daily stoic, journaling, all that kind of stuff. We've got a pretty busy week at the store, so it's probably just going to be training footage only this week, but such is life, and I'm okay with that. So we won this morning. I think we got 1% better and moved the needle a little bit. That's all we can ask for. So we're going to wrap it here as usual. I hope you get 1% better. I hope you get some small wins. I hope you're doing well, and I will see y'all next time.